Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 116 of my brand new Comics Haul series, where I show you guys all the books that I pick up at my local comic shop every single week, and I tell you everything you need to know about every single issue. I've got 6 issues in total here, a pretty good week of good books. Before we get started though, I just wanted to make a quick announcement. I am going to be going on a trip. For the next couple weeks I'm going to be away, so it's going to be less videos. I won't be able to do these new comics hauls, because I'm going to be all the way in Japan for a couple weeks. So the content will be sparse for those 2 weeks. I do have like a pre-recorded video that should be coming out at some point within that stretch of time. But yeah, so I'll check out for a little bit, taking a little bit of a break, but I'll be back for a big new comics haul with whatever books I missed that'll be waiting for me back home. So thank you guys. But yeah, let's see here. Let's start off with Image Comics first. The biggest release of the week is probably from them, right? It's Void Rivals #1, which already in and of itself is a pretty big deal that Robert Kirkman has a new series coming out as the writer on this. The artist is Lorenzo De Felici, and this is a new ongoing series, but the big announcement was that this is part of this new Energon universe, right? So they made a big announcement a couple days before this came out that this is the start of a new shared universe between Transformers and G.I. Joe. So, like, I'm not even at all invested in either of those franchises. I haven't read any comics from Transformers or G.I. Joe, but this is still exciting because Image Comics just got the rights to those characters. And yeah, they're crossing them over. The same thing is kind of happening in the movies. No spoilers for the new Transformers. I also saw that yesterday as a newcomer. So it just, I don't know, it's exciting that these new universes are kind of co-aligning with each other, and there's a lot happening at Image now with this new universe. And there's some announcements about the new ongoing series that are going to be coming out of this. So we'll see about this. I don't really know what the deal is with this series specifically. I haven't read a synopsis or anything, so we'll see. But Robert Kirkman is definitely always a reliable writer. He's been putting out some good stuff lately, and we'll see how this is. So if you guys are picking this up, let me know what you're thinking of the new universe. But that's Void Rivals #1. Next up, we'll move on to Marvel Comics. I've got 5 different issues from them. A couple of them are Venom themed though, so we'll start with this one, Extreme Venomverse #3. Marvel's still giving us the good quality cover for each issue, which we can definitely appreciate, right? Because they're charging the $5 for 3 different stories in every single issue. And it's just different looks into alternate universe versions of Venom. Really nothing too crazy going on in this series, but honestly, I've really liked all of the Venom themed, like Edge of Venomverse miniseries they've put out where we see different versions of Venomized characters. I just always think that's a fun concept, so I thought it might be good to pick this up. It's leading into Death of the Venomverse though, right? So this is just introducing us to some new characters before that. I was seeing that there's a Jed MacKay story in this, so that's one of the main reasons I was excited for this issue. It looks like there's also a Venom Space Knight story in the back here. So good stuff happening in this series so far. I've been liking it, and I'll be really curious to see what the deal is with Death of the Venomverse. That one's going to be weekly in August, so a lot happening on the Venom side of the universe. The other issue that's connected to that, though, this is Carnage #14, but it's Carnage Reigns Part 5 of 7, right? So we're now in the second half of this little mini event that's been like a crossover between Miles Morales and Carnage, as well as the Red Goblin series, which the last issue tied into that also. I think this is also the last issue of this ongoing Carnage series, though, because next month they're going to be putting out the Web of Carnage series, which is supposed to like end the whole Carnage symbiote like becoming a god and stealing the powers of different Marvel villains and stuff. That's supposed to put an end to that, and Rom V is coming back on to write that. But for now, we've got this Carnage Reigns crossover that's back on Earth. There's some big stuff happening, but it is a lot more ground level than like any other Venom events as of late, like Venomverse or King in Black or anything. It's just set in New York City. And we've got Miles just going after Carnage, right? This like overpowered version of Cletus Cassidy, who now has control over like a big Iron Man armor, and bringing in that whole side of things with the Stark Sentinels happening in X-Men lately and everything. So artwork looks kind of almost like unfinished in here. I don't want to insult it or anything, but it looks a little bit simple. So they might have some like last minute artists coming on to finish off artwork on this. Mini events can always be a little bit rushed, right? But that's Carnage #14, and we've got a couple more issues of that coming out to finish off the Carnage Reigns event. Next up, though, this is Moon Knight #24, one of my favorite ongoing series. This is the kind of issue that leads into what's going to be a really big step for Moon Knight in the next issue, right? Marvel's been really teasing #25 as this huge, like, oversized anniversary issue that they're doing that also leads into, like, a new mini-series for Moon Knight that's going to be happening at the same time as this ongoing. So definitely some big stuff happening for Moon Knight, but yeah, so guest artist on this issue, but this is Jed MacKay, like I was talking about earlier, one of my favorite writers. Moon Knight has consistently been pretty good. There honestly haven't been very many lows in this series for me, and I've still been enjoying it a lot. I hope that #25 doesn't really mark like the start of the end for this. I hope they keep going with this for a while because I think they've been going strong since the beginning. So Yeah, Moon Knight in his midnight mission, helping people who travel at night, is basically just the basic premise. But there's like a great supporting cast, and each issue is kind of standalone, which is pretty cool. So Moon Knight number 24, good series so far. Another Jed MacKay book, actually. A couple of his ongoing series from Marvel came out this week. We've got Doctor Strange number 4. So this one, like I was just saying for Moon Knight, it kind of has that same structure where there's interconnected stories that put each issue, that like connect each issue to each other, but there's also kind of standalone stories in every single issue of the series. So this one, it looks like, is focusing on Wong, and that new like Agents of Wand, I think that's what it's called, the magic police basically that he's now leading. It's like some offshoot of Shield, right? So he's got like a Shield suit. I'm not sure who his coworker is, but some sort of other established like magic user character. And yeah, we've got a guest artist on this one too. So we'll see about this. It looks like definitely it's straying away from what the series has been focusing on so far with Stephen Strange and Clea. But I'll definitely still be interested to see what the deal is with Wong and how he's going to play a part in this series ongoing. Yeah, Jed MacKay, great writer so far. This Doctor Strange run has also been good in the same way that Moon Knight has been for me. So I recommend both of those series. But the last issue I picked up this week is also from Marvel Comics. We've got Cosmic Ghost Rider number 4. So this is one of those miniseries where it feels like it's worth picking up just because it's Cosmic Ghost Rider. It's a character I've been interested in since he was created back during Donny Cates' Thanos run. I picked up all his miniseries and stuff, so I thought I'd pick this up too. It's just coming at kind of a weird time because there's like nothing else going on for Cosmic Ghost Rider. Marvel probably just figured they'd bring this character back and see what the deal is with him now, right? So it's just been okay. I mean, I've enjoyed it. It's Stephanie Phillips writing, who they're giving her more and more work at Marvel, which is good because I've really been enjoying Grimm. From Boom Studios that she also wrote. But yeah, like there's already guest art in these last couple issues. I think the original artist only was able to do the first couple issues, even though it's a miniseries. So it's okay. I mean, it's a premise where it's called Dual Identity, right? So it's like this other alternate universe version of Cosmic Ghost Riders going around the universe killing people, and the actual Frank Castle Cosmic Ghost Rider is like trying to go into retirement, but he's being blamed for this and has to put on the suit one more time. So yeah, it's okay. I mean, if you're a Cosmic Ghost Rider fan, I guess it's worth picking up, but definitely nothing too special with this series so far. Those are all the issues I picked up for this new comic book day, though. Some good reading to get caught up on there. Let me know what you guys are picking up, though. Which issues are you excited to look forward to reading this week? I'm definitely the most curious about Void Rivals and what the deal is going to be with that new universe of Transformers and G.I. Joe. But yeah, that's about it for this week's haul. Like I said, I'll be on break for a couple weeks, but I hope to see you guys back here when I get back for the next new comic haul. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.